Making the Miss Maggie handbag but don't have strap anchors? Don't worry. In this quick sew along, I'll show you how to add your very own sewn-in straps. If you do not have any of the strap anchors mentioned in the instructions, you can still add the straps directly to your purse. You do not need the strap anchors. So what you need to do, I have another purse here to show as an example. Before you actually sew your lining, so before we get our lining inside of the purse here, we're going to sew on our straps. And I'm going to use the grid on my mat board again to indicate where I want my strap placement. And I want mine 4 to the inside here. So I've got my straps clipped to the exterior. I'm going to base stitch a 1/4 inch on the strap to the exterior just to hold it in place as we sew the lining in here in a second. As you can see, I've got my straps sewn onto the top edge of the exterior fabric using a basting stitch, and now all I want to do is I want to go ahead and insert the lining just the same way the instructions call for. So I'm going to turn my exterior fabric wrong side out, and I'm going to take my lining, which is right side out, and I'm going to put it inside here just like so. And here is the big kicker. You need to make sure that the straps go in between the lining and the exterior fabric. You don't want them hanging out. You want them on the inside. Just like before, we're going to go ahead and sew the exterior to the lining, matching up the side seams. We're going to sew this top edge at 3/8 inch seam allowance, just as the directions indicate. Now I will say, since we have our straps inside of the seam here, it may be more bulkier than it would have been without the strap. So you may need to move up to a larger needle if you're finding you're having problems. For this entire project, I've been using an 80 needle just to make sure that I can get through all the pieces. Here we have our bag, and I'm just going to go ahead and bag the purse out. Here you can see that the straps are already sewn into the purse and in place. And just like before, we're going to make sure that we sew up the opening in the lining. We're going to press the top edge along the purse, and we're going to top stitch a 1/4 inch all the way around. And this will secure our straps once again, as well as finish off the purse. Again, if you don't have a lot of the hardware, you can kind of forego it. On the floral bag here, I didn't want to use the silver purse anchors because all I had in my stash was silver, and I wanted to give this more of sort of a brass look. So I actually just sewed the handles into the top seam as shown in the tutorial. Now, had I did this again, I would suggest using the 4" by 20" straps and actually having the strap come above the top of the purse about a half an inch to a full inch so that it's further down inside in between the lining of the purse. So you can see here I've actually put a little rivet in here just for decoration, but I would have liked the strap to be further down and then use the rivet to kind of anchor it in place. But again, in this scenario, the rivet is just a decoration, but it would have been nice if I had done that. So there are different ways that you can make your bags, give them different looks. It's a really simple pattern to put together. So I hope you've enjoyed this sew along, and I encourage you to get sewing. Again, you don't necessarily need all the hardware. So if you've got the fabrics and some interfacing, you could get started today. The pattern is free on Emmaline Bags website. I'll put the link to the pattern in the description below. Don't forget to catch all the other sew alongs for the September 2019 challenge. And if you choose to sew any one of the projects that we feature in the sew-alongs, you have a chance to win a prize from one of our sponsors. We have Emmaline Bags is one of our sponsors, Love Notions, and Itch to Stitch. So all you have to do is sew up one of the projects from the sew-alongs that we'll be posting throughout the months by October 13th. Post your image on Instagram with the hashtag September 2019, and don't forget to tag me, Akram's Ideas, and the winners will be announced on October 15th. Again, I hope you've enjoyed this sew along, and thanks for watching.